Hi guys, I'm back with a new YouTube video. We'll be making an apple pie today. It won't be from scratch, but it will taste like it's from scratch. We have just a few ingredients. Anyone can do it. It's a foolproof apple pie recipe. So come along and let's get started. All right, so everything you'll need for the apple pie is here. So the first thing you'll need is 3/4 cups of sugar, a 1/4 cup of flour. You'll need 1 teaspoon of like all seasoning or apple pie seasoning. It comes with different little spices, but I normally just get the apple pie seasoning at the store. And then about 6 apples, maybe more, maybe less. It just depends on how big your apples are. And then 2 tablespoons of butter. And then you have your apple pie crust and just my apple peeler here. So that's all you'll need, and let's get started. All right, so the first thing we'll do is cut up our apples. Very simple, little easy machine that cuts it up for you. Best thing I've ever purchased. And it just cuts it up and puts it in little cubes. You can find this little apple peeler at your local Walmart. It's like $4 or $5, not too expensive. I think these apples are a bit softer than I normally buy them. If you like a harder apple when you're making apple pie, I would buy more of a crisp apple. More of the green ones I think are a bit more firm. All right, so we have our apples all cut up. Took like 2.5 seconds. All right. All right, the next thing we need to do is incorporate all of our spices and sugars. All right, the first thing we want to add is the the sugar, sorry. And then we're going to do the apple pie seasoning. You can add a little bit extra, but not too much. Especially on the sugar, because if you add too much sugar when it's baking in the oven, it'll just give you one big pool of like water if there's too much sugars in the apple pie. And that's actually what the flour does. It thickens it up to not make it just one big watery mess. I've had a few of those in my apple pie making time. So. All right, so what we're gonna do is mix it up really good. And what you're looking for, you mix it up just for it to look a little wet. So as we turn this, it's gonna create juices from the apples. And you just keep turning until it's coated properly. But you're looking for just a little juice. Just keep turning until you get it. So the more you turn it, the more the seasonings are starting to stick to the apples. And you see it sort of getting a little wet looking. That's exactly what you want. Everything has been incorporated. All right, we'll set that to the side. Now we're opening up our apple pie crust. All right, so you get two crusts. You get the top crust and the bottom crust. Good thing we don't have to make it, right? All right. Clean up our area. So now this is where the butter comes in. So you're gonna put about half in the bottom. Swerve it around a little bit. And then you put your apples in. You have to maneuver them around to make them situated correctly. I think that's pretty good. All right, and I probably won't add all of this, the rest of the butter on top, because I don't want to take the chance of it getting too soupy. So we'll add just a little bit. So not all of it, almost. All right, now for the top coat. So simple, they're already made. They taste really good too. I think this one may have come from Harris Teeter, the pie crust. Make sure your ends are connected by pushing all the way around. You know, you could be a bit fancy and make the little crimp, but I don't really care to do that. That's pretty good there. You put a few holes in the top. All right, a few holes in the top. Let some of the steam out. And also, forgot to say, you're gonna cook this on 425 for about 50 minutes, maybe a little longer, maybe 55 minutes. For the first 30 minutes, you're gonna put, I'll show you here. You're gonna put a little bit of foil around the edges so you don't burn the edges. And then the last maybe 25, 30 minutes, you're gonna take the foil off. So the first 30 minutes cooking, I would put foil around it, and then the last 30 minutes or last 25 minutes, I would cook it without any foil on it. You just don't want your edges to be burned or get burned. Make sure you're not putting it too high up on the pie, so just around the edge. All right, so the pie is ready to go in the oven on 425. For the first 30 minutes, you're gonna cook it with the foil around it. In the last 25 to 30 minutes, you take it off and then we'll be ready to eat. All right, now for the last 30 minutes, you're gonna take the foil off and then cook it. And then it should be done. After that, 30 more minutes in the oven and we're good to go. All right, guys, here's the finished apple pie. I think it looks pretty good. We have a little bit of apple pie seasoning running over the edge. I think I put a little bit too much in there, but I think it'll be fine. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.